Out there, beyond the last breath of Earth's atmosphere, beyond the blue glow that protects every ocean, forest, and city, lies a realm that does not forgive mistakes. Silence rules here, not the quiet of a sleeping world, but a silence so complete it feels physical, crushing, endless. A single spacecraft drifts through that darkness, no larger than a grain of dust compared to the galaxy around it, a fragile shell of metal and wires, glowing faintly as it sails through an ocean with no air, no warmth, and no mercy. Inside, a human floats, breathing air that has already been breathed before, drinking water recycled from every drop that came earlier, eating food measured carefully, because nothing can be wasted. There is no rescue waiting nearby, no emergency door to open, no turning back. Weeks pass, months, years. This is deep space, and it may be the most hostile place humanity has ever tried to survive. For centuries, we have dreamed of the stars, of shining cities orbiting distant suns, of human footsteps on worlds no telescope has ever seen, of ships crossing between star systems the way ancient sailors crossed seas. We imagine ourselves becoming something new, a species no longer confined to one small, fragile planet. But between that dream and reality is a gulf so vast it stretches across light years. And in that gulf wait forces we barely understand. Vacuum, radiation, isolation, cold, time, endless time. Space is not empty. It is full of dangers our bodies were never meant to face. On Earth, life is protected by an invisible miracle. Air moves in great currents around the globe. Water falls from clouds and returns to oceans. Plants turn sunlight into food and into oxygen. A magnetic shield deflects violent storms from the sun. A thick atmosphere absorbs radiation and burns up incoming debris. This system has worked for billions of years. In deep space, none of it exists. There is no ecosystem waiting to help us, only what we carry inside a sealed spacecraft. Every breath must be manufactured, every drop of water recovered, every calorie grown under artificial light. Even today, aboard the International Space Station, astronauts recycle most of the water they use. Sweat, breath vapor, even urine filtered and purified again and again. It sounds impressive, until you realize 10% is still lost. On a mission lasting months, that's manageable. On a mission lasting years, those losses grow. On a journey to another star, they become fatal. In deep space, survival is a matter of margins, and humanity has very little room for error. Picture the inside of the ship. Not a sleek palace from science fiction, but narrow corridors filled with cables and pipes. Filters hum behind panels. Tanks glow green with algae. Plants struggle upward beneath white LED suns. The air smells faintly metallic. Screens glow with numbers. Oxygen, carbon dioxide, humidity, pressure. One sensor flickers. One pump fails. One software bug spreads. In Earth orbit, help is days away. Out here, help does not exist. You cannot step outside. You cannot wait for rescue. You fix the problem with what you have, or the ship becomes your tomb, drifting between the stars. Then there is radiation. Invisible, unstoppable, deadly. Earth's magnetic field shields us from most of the charged particles, pouring out of the sun and from distant exploding stars. Our atmosphere does the rest. In deep space, that shield vanishes. Solar storms race outward at millions of kilometers an hour. Cosmic rays, born in supernova, slice through matter itself. They pass through metal, through electronics, through human tissue. They break DNA, raise cancer risk, weaken immune systems, damage the brain, age cells faster than time alone ever could. Walls can be thickened, water tanks can be arranged as armor. Engineers even imagine artificial magnetic fields. But every kilogram of protection is heavy, expensive, difficult to launch, and no barrier is perfect. The spacecraft becomes a bunker, drifting through a never-ending cosmic storm. And then, gravity disappears. Or rather, almost all of it. In microgravity, bones begin to thin, muscles shrink, hearts weaken, eyes change shape, fluids drift toward the head. Astronauts already exercise for hours every day just to slow this process. Not stop it, slow it. After months in orbit, returning to Earth can feel overwhelming, legs shaking under unfamiliar weight. After decades, no one knows. Children might grow up with skeletons shaped by a world without down. Human bodies could change in ways we have never seen. We evolved beneath a constant pull. Deep space offers none. Some propose rotating habitats, huge spinning rings that mimic gravity through motion. But building such structures beyond Earth remains far beyond our current reach. Until then, the human body itself becomes another fragile system that must be protected. Space is cold, but not in the way we imagine. In sunlight, a spacecraft can bake. In shadow, it can freeze. With no air to spread heat, temperatures swing wildly between extremes. Heaters fight the cold. Radiators dump excess warmth into vacuum. Coolant flows through hidden veins in the walls. Every loop must work. Every valve must hold. Failure means freezing or burning alive. And finally, there is isolation, perhaps the most dangerous enemy of all. From low Earth orbit, astronauts can see continents drifting below. Storms swirl over oceans. City lights glitter at night. Voices from home arrive instantly. In deep space, Earth fades into a tiny point of light. A memory. Radio messages take minutes, then hours to arrive. Conversations turn into delayed echoes. Emergencies must be handled alone. Inside a small ship, time stretches. The same faces, the same walls, the same narrow corridors. Day after day, year after year, small tensions grow larger. Silences stretch longer. There is nowhere to walk outside, nowhere to breathe fresh air. Only the steady awareness that beyond the hull,